You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, it's amazing that we're going to be talking about a quarterback that's been out of the league for 8 years. 8 years is how long Colin Kaepernick has been out of the league. Now, you guys know I'm a 49ers fan, lifelong. I saw every snap this dude ever took. And yeah, that first season, he came in and he was dynamic, and he showed some things that we hadn't seen a whole lot. But very quickly, the NFL and NFL defenses and defensive coordinators figured Colin Kaepernick out very quickly, and then he got exposed. All right? A lot of people don't remember. He got benched for Blaine Gabbert. Yeah, that Blaine Gabbert. I mean, does anybody remember how big of a bust Blaine Gabbert is? One's got to wonder, the way Geno Smith and Sam Darnold's come back, maybe Blaine Gabbert's got another act in him at some point. But it's kind of weird that we're finding out that Colin Kaepernick has boycotted the NFL and has boycotted for the last 8 years. Now, keep in mind, this is the kind of fraud he is. He's the same quarterback that went out there and talked about the NFL combine and the draft process being akin to the slavery process, right? And how these athletes are measured, et cetera, called NFL owners slavers. Oh yeah, they're going to really run to try to hire you and bring you into their ball club. Also, keep in mind, he had chances, folks. The Denver Broncos had a trade worked out with the 49ers for Colin Kaepernick. They were going to bring him in on a one-year deal as a starter, and he was going to be traded to the Broncos. It was going to be a $10 million deal. This was back when he was still with the Niners, and Colin Kaepernick vetoed that trade. That's something that's never talked about. All right. So anyway, and of course, he had the chance to come on to the Ravens as a backup quarterback. And then Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend went out there and decided to call Steve Bisciotti and Ray Lewis, the equivalent of, what was it, Candy from Django Unchained and Samuel L. Jackson's character? Well, as you can imagine, the Ravens backed out of that deal. So he's had multiple chances. And then, of course, he talked about he still wanted to get in the league after calling the NFL owners slavers. I mean, he's a grifter of monumental proportions. So let's check this out. Colin Kaepernick says he has not watched an NFL game in 8 years, but he is still ready. Ready for what? Quote, I don't ever turn a game on, though, because I'm not going to support it in that way. I need to keep my finger on the pulse. Says he checks the stats so he can know whose job he will take. That's got to be one of the most laughable things I have ever heard in all my life. Number one, you're still trying to get in the league, and you have no idea what present-day defenses look like? I don't know that that's smart, but look, none of this is smart. He's not exactly a brainiac at this point, right? Unbelievable. This guy is a hypocrite of monumental proportions. So, as you can imagine, he got destroyed. He got absolutely roasted into oblivion. Now, look, as he always does every 6 months when I want back into the NFL, crap starts popping up for Colin Kaepernick. It's 2076, and we're still getting Colin Kaepernick, quote, I'm ready post. Wow. So he hasn't studied any defenses in 8 years, and he thinks he can still play. That's not the only reason he can't play. Trust me. One of the things that a lot of people don't talk about, but since I'm a Niners fan, I will. How about the fact that he could not hit a running back to save his life in the flat for nothing? He had zero touch on the ball. He would throw these deep passes with absolutely no arc on them whatsoever. Just lasers. for 40 and 50 yards. And guess what? They weren't getting caught. Well, of course they weren't. You're putting absolutely no arc on the ball. He lacked touch. There are a lot of reasons. Not to mention he couldn't just function in the pocket. I mean, look, Lamar Jackson's a dual threat quarterback. He is light years the passer that Colin Kaepernick ever was. So he doesn't watch out of protest, but he's willing to play, which is completely fine. Makes sense. Yeah, you just told everybody you've boycotted the NFL for 8 years, but you're willing to play for them. That's hypocrisy on a whole nother level, but okay. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. That's really funny. This guy says, hey, this dude took the settlement money. His career is over. That's right. He did happily take that $20 million. This guy's made a fortune off doing absolutely nothing, truly. Bye, Colin. No one gives a bleep anymore. Yeah, a little SpongeBob covering up his own grave action. He wasn't good when he was in. This guy even loved the message, really? But we're not going to act like he was a top quarterback. 37U needs some quality QBs. I mean, seriously. Doesn't watch, but still wants to play. Eye roll. If he doesn't just give up, damn. Damn is right. Laugh out loud, this dude needs to be drug tested. ASAP. Ooh-wee, you knew you were going to get cooked when you put this out. Seriously. Just let it go, man. Forget everything else. There's no way you don't watch and think you're ready. He's an imbecile. I mean, that's all you can say. And a grifter. Let's be honest. Bro is a walking contradiction. Absolutely. Absolutely. Homie ain't taking nobody's job. Yeah. Just let it go, bro. It's over. It is over. Give up. Give up. It's over. I mean, seriously, this is funny. Him and RG3 is ready to cook. No, look, RG3 is a hell of a lot closer to playing than Colin Kaepernick is right now. Let's not do that to RG3. Seriously. God. And RG3 can't, sorry, he's doing podcasts with Dana White right now. Hats off. I give him credit for doing it with Dana. Having Dana on and letting Dana speak the truth. I appreciate that. I do. RG3 trying to turn a page from ESPN. I mean, you got indoctrinated by him long enough. Good job getting out. So, Kaepernick wants back in the league. 8 years. I've been out 8 years. Haven't watched film. Haven't watched any games. Haven't watched any teams. Don't know what anybody looks like. No wonder you're delusional and think you can come back in and play. I mean, the NFL is how many generations of running quarterbacks away from the Colin Kaepernick thing? I mean, really? Dude, Malik Willis has flashed how much more than you? Seriously. I mean, God, just in the last year. And he's a backup, by the way. Tell me what you think. Are you ready for Colin Kaepernick? Comeback 17.0. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.